Marty's Garden is all about compost worms, composting, farming worms indoors and out, and growing some of the most awesome food around. You can learn how by clicking the subscribe button and hitting the bell so you don't miss any of my videos.
Welcome world to the Marty's Garden Show.
G'day my friends, Marty Ware here from martysgarden.com.au, your friendly agricultural horticulturist coming to you from Australia. How you going today? And thanks for coming to watch my video, and everyone that's been supporting me so far, like in the course, over at my website, in this channel, is really awesome, and I'm really stoked. Thanks guys, so much from the bottom of my heart. And today what I want to talk about, have a discussion with you, it's about buying worms and where you buy worms, how do you buy worms, how often are you buying worms, and where you're buying them from. Me, I like to support as local as possible. And Permy Pete, who's got wormbeers.com.au, is possibly the most local worm farmer, other than another guy who I haven't met just south of me, where I can get worms from. And I just love Pete because he's got great worms. But can you get worms close by to you locally? Because if you can, you're better off supporting your local worm farmer. He's going to be the one who's going to support you through your worm farming days. And if you've got any questions or advice that you may need, he may be the person that you need to go to. Also, if you've got to deal with what we call snail mail, which we have in Australia here, we have terrible mailing system. It's got to travel, just takes twice as long as it used to arrive. And the handling and care is much worse. So the less it's got to travel, basically, I think the less problems that it's going to have. So I don't know about in your part of the world if that is the case. What I want to do though is start getting this comment thread going and start mentioning down below where you get your worms and how often and how many numbers and things like that you buy possibly in a year, or if you've been able to just consistently just breed up your own worms. And the benefits of why you think getting them local is possibly the way to go. I'm really pushing the local thing. I think that we need to keep our money local and spend it more local. I'm watching shops around here where I live on the mid-north coast here in Australia, in a small country town, just slowly closing up, and it's really, really quite sad. So I think if we can support our local businesses, hopefully they'll support us at the same time. We've got less travel time for things to go wrong in the worm farm boxes, because generally the worms are fine in a good container, good breathable container with the bedding and food for around about 2 weeks. So in a lot of shops, if they're turning them over every 2 weeks, you'll find that that's fine and your worms will be perfectly fine. Now a tip for buying worms is what you want to do is try and get worms that are more mature. So they've got the ring on the outside and the little hump thing, and basically what that means is they're a mature worm. And because it takes about 3 months for a worm to reach maturity where they're really full-on breeders, and if you get breeders more quickly into your worm farms, they're going to reproduce much quicker as well. So anyway, look, let me know in the thread down below. I'm really interested in hearing from you where you're buying your worms and how often, and even maybe what types of worms that you've been buying and trialing. It'd be great to know. And if you want to learn, if you're into worm farming and you just want to learn more or get started, head over to martysgarden.com.au. Jump on the wait list. Really cool course in there coming up, and you'll learn how to set up and get started pretty much straight away without having to go through all these videos and contact me in the coaching, and it's really cool stuff. Anyway, I'll see you at the next video real soon, because I'm into punching these videos out now. I just love you guys, and I love sharing my content and my knowledge with you. Happy gardening, and I'll see you at the next video real soon. Bye for now.